Hey everybody, in this video we are doing an exercise from chapter 1 section 2, number 37. It's called retirement planning. In planning her retirement, Janet deposits some money at 2.5% interest with twice as much deposited at 3% interest. Find the amount deposited at each rate if the total annual interest income is $850. So I'm going to set up two equations. So let's get going. So equation 1. So equation 1 is basically x plus y equals total amount deposited. Okay. So x will be in account 1. Y is in account 2. And t is the total money. Okay. Then I know another equation I can write down is that, so right now I have three unknowns, x, y, t, just keeping it broad, right? I know that twice as much is deposited at 3%. So I'm going to say, well, that y equals 2x. So now I can basically swap out y and use substitution and replace it with 2x. So now I'm down to just two equations, right? So I need a little bit more information. So let's see what else we can do. Find the amount deposited at each rate if the total annual interest income is, okay. So account 1, we're going to say is the one with 2.5% interest. So equation 3, 2.5 per cent. That's literal translation. That is what those words actually mean. Of the money I put in the first account, X. So the interest earned on the money in my first account at a rate of 2.5% plus the other one was 3% of. Maybe it started off as Y originally, right? But then we replaced Y with 2X. And then that will equal, what was it? $850. So really, what does it come down to? This equation only has x in it. I'm going to be able to solve for what x equals here. Once I know what x equals, this equation has x and t in it. I'll be able to plug whatever x is into that equation and solve for t, which is the goal of the problem. I already used this already up there, right? And maybe you didn't even think of that. You just wrote it right away, x plus 2x. Okay. So I'm going to kind of erase this. That was just my brainstorming. Okay. So now let's like really execute the problem. So I'll rewrite that quickly. So we got 2.5% of x plus 3% of 2x is 850. From here, how do we do this without a calculator? My goodness, how difficult. Well, what I would do is I will start by multiplying everything, classic, clearing out my fractions, multiply everything by 100. Okay? Then I get 2.5x plus, so that's gone. That's gone. 3 times 2x, so 6x equals 850 times 100 is 850 with 2 extra zeros. Now, to be honest, another thing I would likely do if I wanted to get rid of my decimals, right? I could do that as well. I could multiply by 10. I could also multiply by 2, but let's just keep it with tens. If I multiply by 10, that's 25x. You don't have to do any of this. This is just making this user friendly for people who are, nervous Nellies when it comes to doing problems without a calculator, right? Plus 60x. And can you kind of already see how nicely this is going to work out? Look at, we have 25 plus 60. So think about those numbers already, right? Equals 8, 5, 2, 3, extra 0. All right, so now I have 85x equals 850,000. I'm going to divide both sides by 85. Let's go over here. 85. Look how nicely, how nice. Boom, 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 boom. So x equals 10,000. My dog is sitting in my lap right now, so if you hear him, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's in the money in account 1. And then the other one was twice as much, right? So the money in account 2 was twice as much. That's 20,000. And they want to know what is the total amount of money deposited. That would have been $30,000. There you go. No calculator. Come on, guys. Don't be a weenie. You got this. You don't need a calculator. Think clearly, think ahead, think about every wise decision you make while you're solving will make the problem lighter and easier. But if you kind of go into it like, you know, a maniac and you're just making number mess all over the place and scribble scrabble, well, yeah, you're gonna make a mess, you're gonna be confused, and you're gonna think you need a calculator. But the reality is you don't. Okay. So I hope my microphone was working this time. I hope you understood that. And I'm going to check the request list to see if there's some more stuff that you guys are looking for. All right. Adios.